Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. My name is Ruby, and I hope to give you some tips and insights that will help you on your journey, that will help you with consciousness and whatever it is you're dealing with in life. So, in this episode, I would like to have this conversation with you on how to know what to choose. In many occasions in life, we have a decision to make. And also, if you're in this space right now where you feel like you're on this path and you don't know what to do, you don't know which direction to head, or feels like doing nothing is not okay, and making choices that don't feel right is not okay. So what is it that can really help you to actually choose what works for you? And with that, I would like to give you a little explanation on how that would work. So, looking at making choices, there is this beautiful organ, which is called our body, that can give us information. Your body is capable of giving you a yes or a no. And it can show you that in different ways. It depends on the person. Maybe it can also depend on what kind of mood you're in. But your body gives you a yes or a no. And it gives you this in a certain sign. So it could be in the movement of your body. It will move towards something or pull away from something. Or in some cases, it would give this contraction if it's not okay, and will give this lightness if it is okay. Sometimes it would be moving to the left or the right, or I've had somebody that would have sort of her right arm shaking if it's a yes. So look at that with your body. And I know if you've never worked with things like this, it's going to sound a bit weird. But just ask your body, because your body is in fact capable of giving you a yes or no answer. And all you have to do is ask your body. So body, show me what is no. Show me what is yes. And all you have to do is listen to it, feel it. So having that piece covered, of getting a yes or no from your body, it can be tricky sometimes, because sometimes people don't feel it, or it seems like I was going to say like your body's playing tricks on you, because it isn't. Your body is very honest. However, you might not get a clear yes or no, or you might get confused because you get a no, and then after that you sort of get a yes, or one time you get a sign that is a no, and then the other time it's the same sign for a yes. So it doesn't really make sense. What happens in that part is, just imagine that for most of our lives we are taught to listen to our mind. We are taught to listen to what our parents are saying, what people around us are saying. What are you supposed to do? We always have to make the right choice. We always have to, have these lists, the pros and cons list. We have to have a good reason for doing something. And that means that if we make a choice to do something, well, from the very first, from the beginning, we weren't meant to make that choice. We actually push through the no. Because if we would have asked our body would have said probably no, and you're doing it anyway. Whether it's with food, whether it's with an education, whether it's with a course, whether it's meeting up with friends, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is. And I think you can relate to this, because how many times something went wrong, And you're like, I knew that. I had this feeling in my gut, or, which part of your body. I had this feeling and I knew, and I did it anyway. And it's that what I'm talking about. And it's that point where when we're just pushing through the no, our body said no, and we went ahead with it anyway. And of course, you're free to make that choice. But I've noticed that, if we've done that like too many times, and we finally start, at least the intention to listen to our bodies, it's kind of hard to get the yes and the no. And I don't want to discourage you. So I actually want to encourage you and tell you that just practice. Just do it many, many times. I would even say do it daily, and it will get better. So from that point on, if you have this clear vision where you ask your body, and your body can tell you what's a yes and a no, or what's light and what's heavy, you want to look at what choice do you want to make. And of course, you can just ask, should I choose this, yes or no? Is this going to create greater yes or no? And another thing that I would invite you to play with is to look at making a decision of the energy you would like your life to be. And to create that awareness, you can do this in a meditation or something that you could also call an energy pool. But you're actually creating this vision, and you're sort of sketching this image, and you tap into the energy of it. I do this regularly through meditations, and there are guided meditations, and maybe you have your own way of looking at what you would like your life to be. And when you tap into that energy, you know what that energy is like, and your body recognizes that energy. And if you do that type of meditation on a regular basis, it will become more of a reality. It will become this trusted energy that you have in your life, and that you're actually choosing to sort of more be in it. As some of you might know, I also am a licensed bars facilitator with Access Consciousness. And with Access Consciousness, we have all these clearings that we use that create so much awareness. And there was this clearing that I did for 30 days. And I say the clearing 30 times a day, which is what will it take to be willing to live the energy I would like my life to be, so that it could show up for me in totality. And everything that doesn't allow that, and all the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and no sex I am using to absolutely refuse and reject my life and the energy I would like my life to be, I now destroy and uncreate all of that times a gazillion. And then I follow it up with a clearing statement. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all mine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So I did that 30 times a day, 30 days in a row. And this just creates so much awareness. But as doing that, so getting back to the clearing, what would it take for me to be willing to live the energy I would like my life to be? So it's not something that I just project into the future, but to be willing to live that energy now, so that it could show up for me in totality. And it just takes you to this place where, as you're related to the sense of this, this energy, you know what it feels like. Your body knows what it is. Your being knows what it is. And there's something in front of you. You want to make a choice. You want to do something. You want to go somewhere, whatever it is. I ask the question, does this match the energy I would like my life to be? And then I see if I get a yes or a no. And if it's a no, then I won't do it. And when it's a yes, even if it's something that you cannot imagine being something that would help you. Because sometimes it's just a stepping stone. Sometimes it's just a door that opens and that brings you to other opportunities. So don't disregard the thing that it is, or don't judge it for what it is, but just ask the energy if this matches the energy you would like your life to be. And then go for it. And especially if it's, if it matches the energy and it's a definite yes, trust it. And also trust it if it's a no, even if it looks like it, even if all the arguments you've lined up and it all makes sense and everybody says you should do it. If you ask, does this match the energy I would like my life to be? And it's a no, please trust that. Yeah, and going back to that clearing, just to give you a little bit more insight on that. Also asking that question, it just creates awareness. Because many times when we want to accomplish something, or we're reaching for things, we go to this part where we say, okay, I have to do this, and this first. And when I've done that, I'll have everything in place. And then, it would give me everything that blah, 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 whatever we make of it. So that's also very important. What would it take for me to be willing to live the energy I would like my life to be, so that it could show up for me in totality? Be willing to live the energy and look at what you can create already, so that it can show up for you in totality, instead of waiting, doing other things first, and that whenever that is done, you're allowed to, you give yourself permission to do something or to choose something, and then looking back, and you know that it's true, that there's always something coming up. If you live by the rules of, I have to do, certain things first, there will always be something there that will not allow you to choose what works for you. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you an insight. If there's anything else you would like to know about this, if you like some more information about, how to do that meditation or do a certain energy pull, I'd be happy to share that with you. And let me know what you think about this video, and if this changed something for you. Also let me know, because I would love to know. Okay, have a nice day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.